Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now today, another single item video, I'm afraid. Now I've done a couple of cheap tablets on this channel, and I thought, well, what can you get in 2025 for a proper budget cheap phone? So I went for the Poco C71. I got this from Temu. And it cost me around about £57 for a brand new phone in 2025. So I'm not expecting much, to be honest. Specs wise, it seems okay. But first of all, we'll have a look at the actual phone. And let's just hope that this Poco doesn't drive me loco. Sorry, couldn't resist. Now, confession, as always, I like to confess my sins on this channel. I have already unboxed it. I had already done this initial video once, but I plan to use this instead of my work phone. So that was the basis of the video. I'm going to use it as my work phone, blah, blah, blah. Change of plans. I'm now going to use it as my main phone for a couple of days. I'm going to do away with my Honor 200 and see if I can live with this for a couple of days. So, in the box, sorry, I'm getting completely, because I've already done this, see? I've already unboxed it. Anyway, you get the phone in a nice little bag. And the phone itself doesn't look terrible. It does feel cheap, because obviously it is cheap, so it is plastic. But I actually like the design on the back. You've got like, oh, well, you can see that, but you've got on one side it's just plain like blue, and on the other side you've got some textures and some angles. Actually, it's not texture, it's still smooth, but it looks like you've got textures. And it's quite cool. I actually like the colour of it. Now, I went for this phone because I like bigger phones. So this is, I'll read off some specs. This was released in April this year, and it comes with 64GB of storage, 3GB of RAM. It's got a 6.8-inch display. It is an IPS LCD, and it has got up to 120Hz refresh rate. But the resolution isn't the highest. It's 720 by 1640 pixels. It has a 32 megapixel camera, main camera, and what's the selfie camera? Does it say single? Main camera single. Now, even though you've got two cameras here, or it looks like you've got two cameras, I can confirm that I've only got the top one to work. So I'm guessing the bottom one, maybe it's possibly a depth sensor. I doubt it. But it's just, put on there to make it look like you've got two cameras. But as far as I can tell, you've only got the one main camera. Selfie camera is an 8 megapixel. So you've got a single speaker at the top. And this has got an Octa-Core processor. It has got an 8-core processor. It's a Unisoc T7250, which was released in 2022. It's not the most powerful. It's got 2 faster cores running at 1.8 gigahertz, and then 6 slower, more efficient cores running at 1.6 gigahertz. It's not going to be the fastest. It's not going to be like, a gaming flagship phone. No. But specs wise, for £57, not terrible. You're going to struggle to get a second-hand phone at that price. Bearing in mind, this has got a brand new battery. So if you get a used phone that's a couple of years old, someone's trading it in, that battery's been used for a couple of years, you're not going to get the performance out of it that you would when it was new. So this, technically, you're getting a brand new battery, brand new phone. What else do you get in the box? You get a quick start guide and safety information. You also get a silicone case to go on the back, and as you can see, it's dirty because I've been using it. It's got my fingerprints all over it. I have tried to use this phone. So let's put it in its case. It's just so it's got some protection. There we go. So at least it has got some protection, not the greatest. You also get, and this is the first time this has ever happened with Temu, you get a decent length, it's about 3-foot cable, and you get a charging brick. But Temu, what are you doing? Look, you've let me down. I've praised you so many times in the past for this never happens with Temu. You get a UK specification plug. But no, you've given me one of these little 2-prong things that I can't, well, I suppose I could use it, but not for its intended purpose. Luckily, oh, whoops, don't do that. Luckily I don't need it, because obviously nowadays most phones don't actually come with a power brick anyway. Because most people are going to have multiple power bricks from the phones that they've had over the years. And if you haven't got one, it's pretty cheap to pick up a power brick. It does have also a 5200 milliamp hour battery, which in a cheap phone, that is good. Some flagship phones don't come with a battery that big. If it's genuinely that big, we'll see. But it has only got 15 watt charging, so it's not like super fast charging. It is also Android 15. And it promises up to 2 major Android upgrades. So technically it could go up to Android 17, but I would take that with a pinch of salt, really. It has got a micro SD slot, and I believe this is dual SIM as well. Yeah, it has got a twin nano SIM drawer as well, so you can put 2 SIMs in this. It weighs 193 grams. It's dust and splash resistant, but not waterproof. So, yeah, don't go swimming with this in your pocket. GPU, it says Mali G57, which seems to be pretty much the standard on these cheaper devices. So again, light gaming, it will be fine. Heavy gaming, not so much. In you know, science and all that, I will use this as my main phone, which is actually bigger than my phone. That's my Honor 200. Level at the bottom. So it's a good centimetre bigger, like longer, and oh, it's actually about half a centimetre, 5mm wider. So it's a fair size bigger than my Honor. I didn't realise that. I thought it was a similar size, but obviously the Honor's smaller than what I thought it was. It's got a micro SD card slot. Well, you can see that because I'm wearing black. There you go. Micro SD card slot and 2 nano SIMs. So we need to put it in that way. And then we need to put it in... Ah, crap. Which way did it go in? That way? So, this has come up with O2. I actually didn't realise this was on. I thought I turned it off before I put it in the box, but no I didn't. It was on. Okay, so first of all, let's just show you the screen. Get rid of all that. Okay, so that's the screen that you're greeted with, your home screen. And it's not bad. It's not terrible. One thing I've got to do, which is going to bug me, is I hate it when they put all your folders into one big folder. All your sort of shortcuts into one big folder. I hate that. I just want everything out, and then I can arrange it how I want to arrange it. Right. So let's just have a quick look at... A lot of the videos that they do where they show you it's clearly AI, because the way the dust just comes off like fairy dust as they're going over things at all. But let's have a look. Okay, so that's the screen that you get on it on video, and my battery's still saying full, which is good. It's not there we go. Bad. So let's see if we can do this. It's not bad at all. Right, let's get away from that bit. I don't want to. I just want to talk. It's probably not the sort of thing you want to be engraving. Sound quality. I'm going to try it. Now this is going to be annoying because the light is above me. I do apologise. My light that I use is... I was trying to get away from that. Okay, so there we go. I've been looking around for a few things that I can... Like the sound quality, you only get the one speaker. Professional engraving pen. But it's not terrible. So we've got this old stone that was found on the beach on one of our many... This sounds okay. The picture quality for watching video and that, it's okay. And just use this as my main phone for a few days. and see how I get on and see what the compromises are. What are you missing out on? What are you losing on buying an ultra cheap, ultra budget phone? And who I think this phone would suit, if anybody. So yes, that is the plan. Leave it with me. And just like that, we are back. Now I've been using this Poco C71 for a couple of days as my main phone. I've kept my usual main phone with me just in case I struggled with the Poco, but the SIM card wasn't in that, it was in this, so I couldn't actually use that while I was out and about. It was just in case I needed to swap them back. On the whole, no real issues with this phone as a phone. I haven't tested the cameras yet. I'm taking it out today with that one, and I'm going to basically take a few pictures, and then you can see what the cameras are like, and I can see what the cameras are like. But as an actual phone, it's fine. It gave me no issues whatsoever. Messages, whatever, they come through straight away. As a phone, I had to make a couple of calls. I linked it to my watch. That all went absolutely fine. The one issue I have with this phone, the major issue, is the screen brightness is pretty poor. I think it's something like 450 nits. I could be wrong. Let me just have a look. Poco display brightness nits. I did have a look. It has a peak brightness of 600, but a typical of 450. I actually didn't expect much from this phone. And apart from the screen being a little bit dim, when you're out and about, the rest of it, I haven't really got too many complaints. I haven't put my bank details on this phone. I'm not keeping this phone. Yeah, so another issue with the Poco C71 is there's no NFC, so you can't use it as a contactless payment device. I'm trying to think, did I have any issues at all while I was using it as a phone? I don't think I did. Apart from the screen being a little bit dim, that was the only thing. So yeah, as a phone, actually, it's yes, it is a phone, so it should perform as a phone, messages and, you know, check the internet, whatever. But for 57 quid, I didn't expect it to run smoothly. I expected problems. I expected the phone to crash. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect it to go as smooth as it did. Yeah. So actually, on that side of things, quite impressed, really. For less than 60 UK pounds, there's not a lot you can get for less than 60 quid these days in the UK, like decent things. So I've just come upstairs for a minute because the washing machine is on in my office, otherwise known as the kitchen. And I just want to get the next section of this video recorded. Now, I'm going to show you the difference between my phone, which is not a high-end phone. I've got the Honor 200, which has got a Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 processor in it. So it is a decent processor, but it is not high-end. But I'm just going to show you. I'm going to run Wildlife benchmark on both these devices. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Straight away you can see a massive difference just with the load time. The top one is ready and it is started, and the bottom, the Poco, is still loading the actual test. And there you go, it's just started. Now my phone is getting at the moment 40 FPS, 34. The Poco is getting 2.9, 2.8, 2.7, 2.5. You know, so it's not going to be for games. You can see the difference between playable and unplayable right there. The bottom one is just, it's like watching a slideshow. Whereas the top one, it's reasonably smooth, 30 plus FPS, which on a mobile phone is, you know, pretty playable for most games. Some people may want 60, but I would be quite happy. Well, I am quite happy playing on the Honor 200, but clearly the Poco is not for gaming. So yeah, it's definitely, and there you go. The score for my phone is 5,441. And the Poco is 574. So average frame rate of 3.4 for the Poco and average frame rate of 32.5 for my Honor 200. Right guys, change of venue for this bit. I'm upstairs in the bedroom again because being a weekend, being a Sunday, everyone's home. The kitchen is rather noisy. We've got the tumble dryer and the washing machine are currently going, and I need to get these bits of the video done. I'm editing and I've realised I've left bits out. And you can also see my wife's lovely, she's got a thing about these weird concoctions. That is a watermelon chicken. And a pineapple chicken. When she was in hospital, I had to take one of them in to her because she don't like their hospital pillows. These are really soft. Anyway, it's totally off track. So yeah, coming up next will be some photos that I took. I didn't take that many because we only went to the shop today. We didn't really go out. It's not a very nice day. It was quite grey, quite cool. So yeah, we didn't actually go out. But I took a few pictures, a couple of videos with the Poco, and I also took some comparison pictures with my Honor 200, just to see whether the Poco's camera is decent or not. I'll let you decide. This is what it looks like on the selfie camera on the Poco phone. Okay, apologise for the lighting in here. I haven't got my light with me. I'm just relying on the bedroom light. It's not the best. But yeah, we'll go back to normal for the next videos. And I am looking for some kind of studio space because I can't keep doing it at home. You know, I need somewhere where I can set everything up and leave it set up and have all my stuff there in one place, in one room. That's all I need. Like, you know, something like a double garage, that would be perfect. I am looking, but at the moment I haven't found anything local enough and within my price range. But I am looking. But anyway, brings us to the end of this video and my usual final thoughts. What do I think of the Poco C71? I don't think it's that bad for the money. It's nowhere near as bad as I expected it to be. The screen is a little bit on the dim side. That is one downside. You don't notice it initially until I put it next to my Honor 200 and I turn the brightness up on both of them, and then it's like you're kind of blinded by the Honor 200, and the other one, the Poco, is quite dim. You do notice it when you're out in sunlight. The camera on it isn't great. Macro shots virtually impossible. As soon as you get close to anything, it kind of focuses, but before you can actually take the picture, it's focusing in and out, in and out, in and out. It won't stay focused until you back off a bit. Longer shots, like I took a shot down, you know, the garden and that, it done okay, but there's not as much detail as in the Honor 200. There's nowhere near, and the colours are also very muted. It's quite dull, but it's usable. For normal pictures, it's usable. What else? Gaming performance, as you can see from 3D Mark. I didn't play any games on it because it's pretty poor when it comes to gaming. It will play, you know, puzzle games. It will play simple, not, you know, very slow moving, low graphical, you know, not too intensive games. But anything modern, anything that kind of requires a little bit of graphical oomph, this phone just hasn't got it, unfortunately. So yeah, it's not for gaming. But for £57, you can't set your expectations too high. And I didn't. I set mine quite low, and I thought it's still not going to hit it. But truthfully, for £57, the battery life is excellent. I will say that. So I do actually genuinely now believe there probably is a 5200 milliamp hour battery in it. I was a bit sceptical because I thought that's quite a large battery. Would I recommend the Poco C71? Yeah, I think I would. As long as you go into it, as I say, if you want a new phone with a good battery life, you can buy a used phone that may have a similar spec battery, but if it's used and say it's 2 years old, that person, whoever's done it, there's been multiple cycles of charging, draining, charging, draining. The battery isn't going to perform as it did when it was new. So you've got the option of getting the battery replaced, which is going to cost more, or you put up with lesser battery life than what you would have expected, or you buy the Poco C71, which is it's a brand new phone. It's not the highest spec, but the battery is brand new. It is going to do what it says it's going to do. And it comes with Android 15. It's not like it's generations out of date or anything. Obviously, because it's Android, you've got your Google Play Store and everything. You've got everything you would expect. So yeah, I've warmed to this phone quite a bit. It's not gonna replace my Honor 200, and I will sell this because obviously at the moment I can't. I'm having to keep an eye on what I'm buying, and I've got to make sure what I buy I can then sell and not lose too much money on it. So yeah, if there's anything you think I should look at, drop a comment, let me know. If you've got any questions about the Poco C71, again, just drop a comment. If you like this video, please give it a like. It really does help. Give it the old thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, because there will be plenty more, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those. But I am now going to go back downstairs and finish editing this video, so it will be out in the morning. Because I've got a feeling this week at work is going to be excessively busy, and I've got my MOT on Tuesday, and I'm really hoping my van passes his MOT, or otherwise I'm buggered because I ain't got any spare money at the moment to fix it. So I'm hoping it gets through okay. I'll let you know. But yeah, that does it for this video. I am going to get out of here, and I am going to say what I normally say, and that is, bye guys!